The Last House on the Left, a disturbing horror crossing boundaries and being banned in many states in the time of 1972. A story of a murdered and raped victim's parents who take in their daughter's killers, soon realizing why she never came back from her tour. They plot revenge against them. Before the director was known as Master of Suspense, he was a devout Christian. His first film being focused on such a pragmatic situation, it really was a difficult viewing. Written also by Wes Cravens, it pulls punches that most films, especially at the time, most wouldn't be so bold. Even regarding the film's dark dramatic theme, is it still one that continues to shock audiences today? While the performances are definitely a product of its time, when the scenes call for the heavy moments, their acting and situations are portrayed well, especially from the two main actresses, Sandra Castle and Lucy Grantham, and I applaud for willing to put themselves out there in such a vulnerable state, even for an actress. When the movie isn't evolved around that, it takes a U-turn with campy dialogue and overacting that make the characters, especially the villains and the cops, really cartoonish, with forced humor to lighten up the mood of the movie, but feels very out of place. And yes, as young Martin Kove and Cobra Kai's Kreese. For such a modest production, the film was and still is effective, just from the grounds it dares to cover alone. And it may not be a movie you want to rewatch, but it's one that you don't need to, because once you have, it sticks with you. Even from the laughably bad Home Alone booby traps with the whipped cream, the movie is definitely cringy in places, but for a low budget, it still achieved what it set out to do. To the authenticity of its real-life horror, with a really haunting approach of someone becoming a victim of such crimes. One moment you're happy and living your life, and the next you're fighting for what little you have left. A parent's love turned to hurt, resulting in a motivation for vengeance. The Last House on the Left has a lot of truth to it that could have either made or broke Wes Craven's chances at a career. But because he is willing to make risky chances, this movie proves that those risks are worth it. So that's my review on the 1972 film. Comment down below and let me know what you think. Was it too dark, too comical, a little bit too much of both? Or would you call it a cult classic of the genre?